everyone having the most incredible day. As always, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we have something so incredibly exciting. So a few months ago I had the idea of messaging a few authors over on my Instagram, basically asking them what are your favourite books, or what's your favourite book that you've written, or your favourite book that you have read and you absolutely loved. Essentially, I've asked authors to do my book haul for me, which I am so excited about. I have done a few different variations of this video before on my channel, mainly focusing on Lush hauls. So I've done my boyfriend does my Lush haul, and my mum and dad have done my Lush haul, and you guys have done it. But I wanted to do something book related, mainly because I have a book buying problem, and I'm looking over at my bookshelf right now, which is chock-a-block, and that's not even all my books. So I didn't necessarily need these. I'm not mad about it. So without further ado, we are going to dive into this video. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. So the first person I messaged was Devoney Perry. If you guys don't know who that is, she is very famous for writing things like the Indigo Ridge series, which I do actually have, I just haven't read them all yet. So I messaged her and basically said, this is such a random question, but I film YouTube videos and was wondering if you would pick one or two books for me to buy in a haul video. They can be your all-time favourite books or just a must-read. And she basically said to go for Juniper Hill or The Outpost. Now, considering I already had Juniper Hill, a part of me was thinking I could include that in this video to save some money. But you guys know me well enough to know that I went for The Outpost because I wanted to buy another book. And I managed to find this discreet cover on Waterstones. They didn't have this one on Amazon for some reason. I couldn't find it anyway. Maybe it is on there, maybe it's not. But this one I picked up from Waterstones, and it's a great flop. It's a lovely book. So I'm really excited about that. Do I know what this is about? Absolutely not. So we're going to be diving into the back together. But before I do, obviously this is part of the Jameson Valley series. I did ask Devoney, I replied back to her message and said, is The Outpost like a standalone, what's the word, intimate and standalone, or do I need to read it in order? And she said you don't need to read it in order, so I went for this one, and I just love the cover. So the back of this one says, exposing a prominent criminal family with an investigative news report didn't exactly work out the way Sabrina had hoped. Instead of basking in the glory of her article's success, she is on the run from a powerful man who wants her dead. To stay safe, she is forced to trade one bad situation for another. Stuck in Montana wilderness, she is secluded from anything resembling civilization or the modern day world. The only good thing about her situation is the gorgeous mountain man assigned to protect her. Too bad he isn't the slightest bit interested in a city girl like her. I'm not going to read them anymore because I just don't want to spoil it for myself. But that sounds insane. Honestly, I'm so excited about that. It sounds like a strangers to lovers, enemies to lovers maybe. I'm just really excited about it, and I absolutely love the cover of this. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. The cover is absolutely beautiful, and I'm just really looking forward to it. So thank you, Devoney, for picking this one for me. I'm very excited, and I will let you guys know what I think of this one. So that is the first one. The next author I decided to message was A.L. Jackson, and she said to either go for Give Me a Reason or Love Me Today. She loves them both so much, and I decided to go for Give Me a Reason, mainly because this is the only one I could find that had the discreet cover. I had to buy it in hardback, and I spent an extra £10 to not have people on the front cover because I just can't do it. Like, I just cannot, for some reason, go for a cheaper option even if it's got a weird man on the front. So this is Give Me a Reason by A.L. Jackson. You cannot tell me that this is not the most beautiful hardback cover you have ever seen in your life. I absolutely love this. It is very simple but really beautiful. It feels lovely. I am so excited to dive into this one. This one is only 283 pages long, so that sounds like a really good one to just binge and get through, and I will read the inside of this one as well. So inside this one it says it's a single dad, enemies to lovers, standalone romance about a jaded club owner and his son's teacher. Eden came into my club looking to make some extra cash. A girl like her didn't belong in a place like this. She'd get ripped to shreds, most likely by me. There's nothing but sweetness dripping from her body, and I'm the monster who's salivating to get a taste. This sounds like a dark, romance, spicy book. Need I say more? I feel like I'm really going to enjoy this, but I cannot get over the cover of this. It was definitely worth spending the extra £10 in my opinion. I just really didn't like the other one, and this one just is beautiful. So Thank you, A.L. Jackson, for a great recommendation. Cannot wait to read it, and I would love to know any of these books. If you guys want like a reading vlog, please let me know, because I am really tempted to start doing like weekend reading vlogs or things like that. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to know my thoughts on that one. So the next author I decided to message was Jessa Wilder, and she gave me a few different options, one of them being a mafia kind of book, which was by Tilly Cole, called Lord of London Town. However, she did recommend me a sports romance by Candy Steiner, and she picked Blindside. Now, I mainly picked this one because this book has been on my Amazon wishlist for, I want to say, about a year. I have all 4 of this series, or is it 5 now, in my Amazon wishlist basket, and I have not bought them, and I don't know why. So as soon as I saw this on her list, I was like, that is the one I'm going to go for, because I have been itching to get into this series. The only thing about this, I am pretty sure, and please correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't the first one in the series, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to buy them all now, because I feel like it's only logical to read them in order. Let me know what you guys think. But this one basically says, Clay Johnson has the abs of Adonis and the deadly smirk of the devil himself. There's hardly a day he's not headline material during football season, and never a day he isn't a bullseye target for every girl on campus. He used to be the easiest of all the players for me to wrangle as the public relations coordinator, but after a nasty breakup with his high school sweetheart, he's a mess and a complete pain in my ass. Okay, this is going to be enemies to lovers situation. I cannot wait. I love a good sports romance enemies to lovers vibe. Have I read many of them? No, I have not. Am I excited about this one? Absolutely. I love the cover of this one. It's one of the discreet covers, which I just, as you guys know, are my go-to. I just don't do people on front covers. So I'm really looking forward to this one as well. So thank you very much to Jessa Wilder for getting this one off of my wish list, because I have been itching to buy it for a long time. The next person I messaged was Callie Mel. Callie Mel, is that how you pronounce her name? I am so sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. I think it's Callie Mel. Is it? Please let me know down below. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But anyway, I messaged her and she said from her own books that she's written, she would recommend Crosschecked Heart. And I, again, have had this book on my Amazon wishlist for months. The whole series has been on my wish list for a very, very long time, and it took everything in me not to just buy the whole series, because these covers are just beautiful. Again, these are the discreet covers, so they do have other options with like men on the front. Not a bit of me. These covers are beautiful, and again, do I know what this is about? No. On the front it says, she's my best friend's little sister and my biggest secret, so we're gonna love it. So on the back of this one it says, it's been 2 years since I left for college and the last time I saw Isla, but when she shows up on my doorstep, the last thing I'm expecting is old feelings to resurface. Growing up we were friends until everything started to shift. Our friendship turned into a stolen kiss and forbidden touches, but we agreed it could never be anything more. Not when her brother was my best friend. And then in her point of view, it says, Logan Knight, star hockey player and my brother's best friend and the first boy I ever loved. Is this dual POV? Yes, it is. I am so excited. The font is massive and it's only like 300 pages. I am so excited for this one. Please let me know down below, have you read this? I would love, love, love to know. And I am definitely gonna have to get my hands on the rest of this series, because if they are all kind of this vibe, I'm going to be in love with it. So yes, that is the next book I picked up, and I'm so excited to read this one. I might even have to read this as my next read, because I'm just so excited. So yeah, that is the next book. The next author I decided to get in touch with was Stephanie Archer, and she said to me that her most popular book is The Wrong Mr. Right, which obviously I had to pick up. This again is part of the Queen's Cove series, so I believe there are 4 books in total. The other 3 again are on my Amazon wish list. If you want to check it out, feel free. But I am so excited about this. Again, this has been on my wish list for a very long time. I feel like I've really ticked a few boxes here. I've got some really brand new reads and also some books that I've been dying to buy for ages. This one, again, I have no idea what it's about, so let's read the back together. The hot commitment phobe surfer is going to find me a boyfriend, but now he wants me for himself. In my small town bookstore, I'm surrounded by book boyfriends, but I've never had one in real life. At almost 30, I'm painfully shy. I've never been in love, and my bookstore isn't breaking even. Something needs to change, and I know exactly who's going to help me. Wyatt Rhodes, the guy everybody wants. He agrees to be my relationship coach, but his lessons aren't what I expected. This is gonna be so cute. because you just know they're going to fall in love. I'm so excited. Like, can we just look at the cover? Like, this seems like the most perfect summer beach read, and I just can't wait to dive into it. I mean, we are already at the end of August, so I don't have particularly long until it starts getting really, really cold here, so I'm gonna have to read this like ASAP. Again, how many pages have we got in this one? 350 pages. I am so excited for this one. So thank you, Stephanie, for choosing a great choice. Very excited. Milani!
Here she comes.
Here she comes! Say hi to everybody.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
What's the matter? You want Ryan's pasta? My belly's rumbling. Bye.
Off we go.
Bye, Mel. Say bye to everyone.
Say bye.
She's like,
bye guys.
So the next author I got in touch with was J.L. Beck, and she is one of those authors that I found on Instagram from a simple quote, and then I added all 3 of her books into my Amazon wish list. I don't know what it is, but Instagram, especially like for book quotes, just draws me in, and I will instantly add it to my wish list without even knowing what the book is about. So I messaged her and said the same thing again: can you please pick me a book to buy for a haul video? And she said, how about going for Empire of Lust? And I said, well, that is on my wish list, so that works out perfectly for me. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the book? Like, how cool is this? This again is not overly long. It is under 300 pages, and on the back of this one it says, I made a mistake. I had no right falling for him. Callum Torrio. Dangerous, completely off limits, my best friend's father. Hold on a moment. Did I mention he's also 20 years older than me and has ties to the mafia? If I was smart, I'd stay away from him, but I can't. Everything about him, from his icy gaze to his charismatic smile, leaves me breathless. I am so excited about this. I feel like I really want to buy her other 2 books and do like a reading vlog on all 3. Is that too much? I just really want to do an entire reading vlog on all 3 of these books. So please let me know down below, what reading vlogs do you guys want to see? Do you prefer one video focused on one book? Do you prefer one video focused on the whole series? I would love to know. Let me know down below, because I am so excited to read this. I am so excited. What a great choice. So thank you, J.L. Beck. Love it. And last but definitely not least, I had to message my favourite YA mystery author, and that is your gal Cynthia Murphy. You guys know how much I love her books so much, and I thought, do you know what, let's just message her, see if she replies. And she did, and she gave me the option of Mina and the Undead or Mark of the Wicked. I decided to go for Mina and the Undead because I had heard really good things about this before, and then I took it out of my Amazon wish list. I don't really know why, and then I obviously popped it back in. So we went for Mina and the Undead by Amy McCaw. Pages are really cool as well. They're all kind of greyed out and they look sort of like this, which is really interesting. And the cover, it's giving me like YA mystery vampire vibes. Let's read the back. I have no idea what this is about. So this one says, New Orleans Fang Fest in 1995, and Mina's having a summer to die for. Mina arrives in New Orleans to visit her in, oh my god, do you know what? I just cannot read. How I read so many books, I have no idea. Mina arrives in New Orleans to visit her estranged sister, Libby. She loves nothing more than a creepy horror movie and can't wait to explore the city's darkest secrets. Vampire tours, steady bars, spooky cemeteries, disturbing local myths. Mina lands on a part-time job at a horror movie mansion and meets Gerard, Libby's gorgeous housemate and fellow horror enthusiast, but the perfect summer bliss is broken when she stumbles upon the body of a girl with a puncture marks in her neck, clutching a lock of hair that suspiciously resembles Libby's. Oh no. Is her sister a vampire? After reading the back of that, I feel like I know what's going to happen, so spoiler alert, just skip a few seconds, but I feel like it's not going to be Libby, it's going to be the boy that she's living with. He's going to be a vampire, and Mina's going to fall in love with him. That is the vibe I'm getting. But anyway, I'm really excited about it. Sometimes I do just love a little YA fantasy vibe, so that is the book that Cynthia Murphy recommended to me, and I cannot wait to dive into it. So thanks, Cynthia. Great choice. Very excited. So those are all of the books that were picked for me by authors over on my Instagram who I follow and have followed for a very long time. So I'm so excited to dive into these. I would love to know down below, have you read any of these books? What books by these authors have you read? Do I need to read any in particular? I would love to know. And obviously, if you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed, please do, as it would make my day and I would really appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. I can't quite reach you because you're further away, but let's just pretend this is working.